This podcast is sponsored by Kangen Water. Change your water. Change your life. Status. Well, hello, Mike.
Hello.
How are you doing this fine morning?
Doing great.
Are you really?
I mean, never really great, but I tell people that.
And why do you feel like you have to lie?
It's easier.
It's easier.
I usually don't like to get into too deep of conversations,
Mm,
Surface level.
okay.
Yeah.
So you're the kind of person that lets fear detect their life.
Maybe a little. The fear of getting into a bad conversation. Yes.
Have you had lots of bad conversations in your life?
I have. I'm a stand-up comedian, and if you hang around long enough at a comedy club, you'll get into some.
Well, maybe we can teach you some tactics on how to avoid those bad conversations. But are you having open conversations?
With some people, sure.
And who are those people?
People that I trust. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I imagine you have a tight circle.
Tight circle.
I hear that you are on your way to stardom, my friend.
I am. Yes, I'm also going to be in a new city, so I gotta figure out who's in that circle out there. I'll be moving to Los Angeles,
Yes,
so I got to surround myself with the right people to create good conversations.
that is correct. That is correct. So tell me, my dear, what enticed you to come see me today? And is there anything in particular you want to talk about today?
So I have a lot of change going on in my life now, and I have so I'll be moving from Phoenix to Los Angeles, and I'll be in a new city with new people trying to pursue my career. So there's a lot going on, and just trying to figure out how to go about doing that in the right way.
Yeah, absolutely. So where do you feel like you need guidance per se?
Um, I don't know. Maybe trying to figure out how to have the right mind state of taking the next step in my career, right? Like, so trying to um, make sure that I have the proper perspective in taking it to the next level.
Okay, great. So tell me, don't mind Peter. He's just very friendly.
Hopefully, this is like Los Angeles. I'm surrounded by pussy.
Oh,
That's what I'm
yes,
hoping.
yes.
I hear that's what the
No,
city's
please
for.
don't turn into one of those sadist comedians. Okay, let's keep you as the good Mike.
That's true.
You have a good reputation here in Phoenix, so let's keep that going.
I mean, I'll still let them know I have a good personality, and I'll build trust before.
That's what they all say. Player. So let me ask you: do you ever do like deep breathing, meditation? Do you set intentions when you start your day?
I don't. I've done it maybe a couple times, and I've always kind of enjoyed it, but I always get away from. And I'm speaking about like meditation.
Okay. All right. So why don't we start today's session with a little bit of deep breathing? Would you be okay with that?
I'm good with that.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and relax? Go ahead and lay down there.
All right.
You got a gorgeous pussy to accompany you. All right. I hope you like gingers. Oh, I guess she doesn't like you. All right, my dear. So I want you to close your eyes and relax. And imagine that you are sinking into the couch. Have you ever done psychedelics before?
I have.
All right, so let's just imagine you're on your favorite psychedelic and you're just melting into the couch. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and let it out. And I want you to clear all that clutter and that cloud, whatever thoughts that may be coming to you. Just watch them pass by, just like you're at a buffet. What's your least favorite food?
Cheese. I really don't like cottage cheese.
So just imagine you're passing the cottage cheese in the salad section. No big deal. It's there. You know it's there. You walk by it. You're not going to put it on your plate. That's how you're going to treat your thoughts today, right now. Okay, let's just clear that mind. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Good. Now, I want to have, keep your eyes closed. I want to have a very good conversation with you, Mike. I want to have a good, open conversation with you. I want to be that person that you can trust. And I imagine that there may be some trust there already since you reached out to speak with me today, okay? And so I want to make sure that your heart is open and free to speak with me today. So I want you to take a deep breath in. And as you let your breath out, shout the mantra Yam.
Yum.
Very good. Let's do that one more time. And Yam.
Yum.
Good. You have quite the voice, my dear, too. All right. So tell me, what is your deepest fear about this move to Los Angeles?
The deepest fear would be that it doesn't work out like I planned.
Okay. And tell me what it is that you have planned.
To go out there and be the best comedian possible and try to get in front of the right people to potentially get a job in entertainment, whether it be writing or in a show, and continue to be stand-up comedian and grow my brand that way as well.
So when you say that you're afraid that it won't work out or doesn't go as planned, do you feel that because you're not believing in yourself, or are you afraid that something is going to get in the way?
That maybe something might get. I mean, honestly, I say that probably because it's what my fear should be. Uh, to be quite honest, I actually am not that afraid of failing. I think that everything will work out, but I guess kind of the societal standard is for me to have that true fear because at the end of the day, things can happen. So I fear maybe like something out of my control would hinder my ability to be able to do the things that I see myself doing.
Do you hear what you're saying right now? Honestly, Mike. I mean, you're holding a fear because you feel society should tell you to hold that fear.
True.
That sounds just a little ridiculous, don't you think?
A little bit, yeah. I guess
Yeah.
I guess my biggest fear is having regret, and so that's why I do the things that I do.
Okay. So do you fear that there's going to be a regret of you moving to Los Angeles?
Yeah, is it the right move, right? Like, is
Mhm.
this the thing that I should be doing? Should I go to New York? Should I stay in Phoenix? Um, the regret of doing the wrong thing and looking back
Okay.
and making the wrong decision.
Okay. So it sounds to me more like Mike needs to learn how to follow his intuition.
Fair.
Okay. Has there been times before where you decided to ignore your intuition?
Um, yes.
Tell me about that time.
I mean, I spent years not pursuing um, comedy, which was
Mhm.
in when I was in the office job, and I just thought that I should be in those actions and doing those things because that's what the world tells you. You should graduate college and work in an office and do that steady job.
Mhm.
And I always knew that I should be doing something else outside of that. So those were the years that I always hated.
I understand. Is that the only particular time where you felt like you weren't following your intuition?
I've felt that I should have moved before to outside of the Phoenix market, um, but I didn't do it, and I stayed in order to do different things in the Phoenix market.
Okay, okay. So, what is your intuition telling you now? You said before that you're not sure if LA is the right move. Maybe you should go to New York. What is your gut telling you?
My gut is telling me to honestly, my gut does tell me to do what I'm doing. To be in to to go all in on what I'm trying to pursue, which is a career in entertainment and comedy, and all signs point to Los Angeles. Is kind of why I've made that decision.
Okay. So you're following your intuition, but you need to trust it a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Sometimes I just need to double down on it and know that this, because there's so much to not know, right? I'm following my intuition, but there's like it's like falling without a net, and you just don't know what you're falling into. And
Mm.
it's about trusting that you know it'll all work out.
Yeah. Maybe you should instead of thinking of falling without a net, maybe think about falling with a bungee cord because you're gonna bounce back, baby.
Ooh, I like that. I can do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of heights though, so either way, falling's gonna suck.
Ooh, another fear.
Hmm.
How can you be so terrified of heights if you're trying to make it to the top?
That's fair. That is true. Maybe that's the internal fear of
Hmm.
making it to the top of the mountain and looking down and having vertigo.
Yes. And you also have to remember, once you make it to the top of the mountain, you have to come down, right?
Unless there's a higher peak that you didn't know about.
Exactly. But there's valleys and there's highs. So if there's a higher peak, you're probably going to have to go down just a little bit to get back up to that higher peak.
That's fair.
Perspective is
Mm,
important, Mike. I want to do something, I want to do a little exercise to strengthen your intuition and your sense of self. I have to applaud you for making the decision to go back to what you love and saying bye bye to that boring office job because that clearly doesn't suit you.
mm-hmm.
And so I think you've won half the battle because you have began to believe in yourself again, but we got to make that muscle of believing in yourself stronger. And I think meditation as you're moving out to LA, obviously you're going to be networking, you're going to be working, but you may have a lot of time to yourself as you're getting settled in. So that's going to be the perfect time to set those intentions and to build that routine and set that discipline of making sure Mike is good first in mind, body, and spirit. So when you go out there, you're putting your best foot forward. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So are you familiar with the chakras?
Mm-mm.
All right.
I've heard of it, but I don't know what it means.
All right. So the chakras, if you're talking about your soul, your spirit in a metaphysical sense,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be 7 anchors in your body of where you hold energy.
Mm.
The intuition and sense of self are 2 different chakras. Intuition is going to be your third eye and also your solar plexus. Okay. So we want to make sure that that energy is flowing through your spine all the way to the tippy top of your head, which is your crown chakra. We want to make sure energy is always flowing perfectly and well so you can be your greatest self, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have you hold a stone here
Mm-hmm.
that is meant to strengthen your solar plexus. It's gonna be this one here. So you're gonna put that right over. First of all, just rub it in your hands, make it feel
Mm-hmm.
good,
Mm-hmm.
get a little warmth going on there.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to put that stone right over your solar plexus,
Which is where I'm
which
at.
is where your hands were previously.
Okay.
Just right in your rib cage where your diaphragm is.
I'm into it.
Yeah, super into it. And you're just gonna hold it there. And we're gonna do a couple more deep breaths, okay?
Mm-hmm.
In and out. In and out. And I want you to imagine breathing into where that area is in your body and then breathing out any doubts and fear that you have about yourself and about who you're going to become when you move to Los Angeles. Any fears that you have about not being enough because you are. So we're going to clear out all those thoughts and negative energy out of your solar plexus. And now I want you to create some positive mantras for yourself. Okay? A
Okay.
simple one is breathing in, and as you're breathing out, saying, I am enough.
I am enough.
Good. Soften that a little bit. Soften that a little bit. Don't sound so angry.
I am enough.
Yes. I have tissues if you're going to cry.
I am enough.
Good. Now mean it. Mean it, Mike.
I am enough.
I am successful.
I am successful.
I am hilarious and people are going to know it.
I am hilarious and people are going to know it. Gosh darn it.
Good, good. Give me that. I am likable. People want to work with me.
I am likable. People want to work with me.
Good, good. Feel that? Are you believing it?
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous, but I'm into it.
What makes you think it's ridiculous, Mike?
I don't know. Maybe it's because I doubt these things within myself that it sounds ridiculous saying it. How about that?
Okay. So have you heard the phrase fake it till you make it?
Yeah.
That's what these mantras are all about. That's what these affirmations are all about.
That's what a lot of people in Silicon Valley do when they fail in business.
Yes. But we're not talking about Silicon Valley right now. We're talking about Mike Turner.
It's true.
Okay.
This is my Apple Watch.
Have you ever met a pathological liar?
I have.
And have you ever seen a pathological liar tell the same lie over and over again that they actually think it's the truth?
Sure.
Okay. So that's kind of what we're doing here, only you're creating the truth for yourself.
Ooh.
Right?
Through pathological lies?
No. By believing in yourself. You're setting the tone for your future self. Mike Turner is doing something right now that the future Mike Turner is going to say thank you for. Right?
Thank you, future Mike Turner.
No.
Or no, thank you, present Mike Turner.
Yes, good.
Be present.
Be present. Because we're always growing, right, Mike?
That's true.
We're always growing. So this is just like working out, right?
Exactly.
Do you ever go to the gym?
Not enough.
Yeah, I could tell.
Bad angles.
You can go a little bit more often. But when you are going, right, you're thinking to yourself, yeah, I'm a sexy bitch. These arms are looking great, right? Because you're feeling better than you were the day before.
Oh, yeah.
So we're strengthening that solar plexus, and we're strengthening inner Mike. So your light can come out and shine.
Go to the gym more. Is that what I was supposed to whisper?
If that's what you feel you should. So, do you think this is helpful, Mike?
Yes.
You do. And do you think that you'll try doing this?
The meditation?
The meditation, the positive affirmations.
I can see myself doing this.
Okay.
It'd be a nice way to start the morning.
Yeah. You know, I feel like we miss the prime opportunity in the shower every morning. Do you shower every morning?
I do.
That's good. Good hygiene is important. But you're cleansing yourself, right? We're cleansing our body.
Sure. Yeah.
So why not use that time to also cleanse our mind and our soul, right? So you're washing away all those negative thoughts. You're washing away all those fears, right? And you're breathing in, and you do these affirmations in the shower. Prime time, right? You're already in the shower anyway. So it's not taking out any extra time in your day.
Don't forget to clean your butt.
Yes. Especially if you're planning on getting lots of pussy. Clean that butt.
Wash your balls.
Wash your balls, yes. Good. So do you think you can do that, Mike?
I could do this.
Okay, great. So tell me, is there anything else bothering you today?
No. I mean, with the move, just making sure my relationships with people already in my life are still maintained.
Okay. Any relationships in particular?
People that matter to me here in Phoenix. Like my brother lives here.
Okay.
So we won't live together for the first time in a while. Making sure we're still good.
And do you guys have a good relationship now?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Any other relationships that you're concerned about?
No.
So how do you intend on staying in touch with your brother?
communication. Text messaging is important. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
some drunken FaceTimes. Um, Texting him headlines from our favorite sports teams when something happens. Guy stuff.
Is that what you normally do?
Yeah, typically.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a YouTube link of a concert.
Mm-hmm. So you say drunken FaceTime. It makes me wonder how often you're engaging with the spirits of the bottles.
Mm, a good amount. Less than I used to, though.
Mm. So what's less than you used to?
Mm, not every day.
Not every day. So every other day,
Maybe 3-4 times a week.
3 or 4 times a week. And so less than that now.
About three, maybe 3-4 times now.
Oh, 3 or 4 times
Maybe it used to be
now.
6 or 7.
Okay. Um, what entices you to drink?
Being around comedy shows, sometimes you just drink,
Mm-hmm.
and then just hanging out with people, which I
Mm-hmm.
like. I enjoy being around people to a degree,
Mm-hmm.
and when I'm around them, alcohol seems to make sense.
Mm-hmm. So do you normally perform after having a few cocktails, so to speak?
I actually don't know,
So you drink
but
after?
yeah, after.
Okay. Okay. So would you say it's strictly social? Or do you
Uh,
find yourself drinking alone?
no, yeah, strictly social.
Okay. Well, I would say in my line of professionalism that when you move to LA, you're going there because you're likable and people want to work with you,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I think it's important to also show how professional you can be, right?
True.
A stripper works in a strip club.
They're so good at their job.
They are. But the good ones, they don't drink.
Mm,
Hmm. Same with the bartender. Same with the bottle service girl at the nightclub,
mm-hmm.
right? So you want to make sure you're on your A game.
That's fair.
So I want
Be
to
the best stripper.
be the best comedian,
Oh, that's right.
the most responsible comedian. I think it's great that you perform without drinking, but you don't want to be that one comedian that has a little too much and says something wrong or falls over and embarrasses yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to challenge you to stay clear of alcohol while you're in the comedy scene in LA networking.
Just drink clear alcohol, like vodka and
No,
gin.
just drink water.
Oh,
Just
okay.
drink water.
Okay.
And, a soda water and a lime in a short glass, no one will know the difference.
Look like I'm drinking. I like that.
Because I think it is a social thing, right? It's like everyone else is drinking and you feel like you should have a drink in your hand, but you feel weird being the one having water.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that will really set you apart from everyone else because you're going to be more focused on who it is that you need to engage with in that evening, right?
Fair.
And yeah, you're just going to be clear-minded,
Mm-hmm.
clear-minded. Because, once that alcohol hits your system, you might be thinking about other things like ginger pussy.
Ginger pussy, bad racist jokes,
Mm-hmm.
the whole nine. You're right.
Yeah, yeah. So how do you feel about that?
I could do that
You think you can do that?
if it helps me get more ginger pussy.
Well, the main focus should be the
Oh
career.
yeah, be better at my career.
Mm-hmm.
Be a good stripper.
Because I definitely think that if you move to LA and all you're focused on is ginger pussy, then you're definitely not going. Your plan's not going to go how you planned.
Fair. And considering how many Asian people are out there, there's probably not a lot of ginger pussy.
I disagree. I mean, unless you're hanging out in K-Town all the time.
You never know.
Have you ever seen a ginger Asian before?
I haven't. I've dreamed of one though.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So tell me more about your sexual fantasies.
Sexual fantasies. I want to be in a loving, committed relationship. That's my sexual fantasy.
Wow, you are quite the unicorn.
But if that happens like with 3 women at the same time and they're all cool with it,
So would you say that you're into a polyamorous lifestyle?
I feel like I am more open to the idea that nobody belongs to anyone and we should be able to. I don't know if polyamorous, because that always gets to like 3 or 4. That seems like a lot, but maybe
Mm-hmm.
a couple.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a couple.
Mm.
Would you want those two people to live with you at the same time, or would it be like they live on their own and you see them when you see fit?
Probably the latter. Living together, that seems complicated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Do you see yourself as someone that would want to commit to just one person, but, have your girlfriends on the side and your partner be okay with that?
Possibly something like that. That sounds nice, yeah.
Okay, okay. And so you want to be in a committed, loving relationship. You want to have your cake and you want to eat it too. Do you
Mhm.
want to have children?
Not at this point, no. I don't
No,
think I ever do.
you don't think you ever do.
Population control as it is, I mean, too many people in the world.
Hmm.
We don't need one for me.
So are you going to be looking into possibly joining the Illuminati when you move to LA?
If I get in with the right person, I'm open.
You're open to it. So
Sure.
into population control.
Mhm.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
As long as they're cool and have good conversation.
As long as they're cool and have good conversation. All right. Interesting. Okay. So, would you say, even though you want to be in an open and loving relationship, is that something that you're going to be looking for when you move to Los Angeles? Or are you going to be strictly set on your career?
I think I'm in love with my career at this point,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully my career is down for oral.
And how would that happen?
I don't know. I don't know if careers give head, but that'd be cool though.
A lot of people have to give head for their career.
That's fair.
So is that something you're willing to do?
Well, I mean, I'm going to Los Angeles as a white straight male, and
Mm-hmm.
I've definitely thought about starting to date guys to climb up the ranks quicker.
Interesting. Interesting.
So things have crossed my mind.
Have you ever had a bisexual experience before?
I have not.
So you're open to it.
Yeah, I got some learning to do, but I'm willing to, I'm open to learn.
So I do have a couple gentlemen that you may be able to practice with before you move, and I can set that up for you if you'd like.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
All right, good. Good to know. I think it's so great that you're just so open and willing to change and learn more about yourself to really come into that light,
I'll sacrifice anything as long as I can be successful.
Great. So, what does successful mean to you?
Probably just a writing assistant on a low tier show on True TV.
Okay. Okay.
You got to shoot low, so when you get beyond that, it's really actually much more appealing.
I do like that approach. I really do.
Hmm.
So are you saying though that you're not successful until you get that writing gig on that low level TV on True TV shows?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, great. I like that you're setting the bar low,
Hmm.
but I also think that maybe we should change your idea of success just a little bit,
Okay.
right? I define success as accomplishing every little small goal that you may have, right?
Okay.
So I like that you have that goal, but what are the little goals that you're going to do to get there?
Um, Go to open mics, befriend the booker, manipulate their emotions so they book me more. Continue to climb the ranks so that I don't need that booker in my life anymore. Avoid them in public settings. Build another relationship with a better booker. Manipulate that in a way that benefits only me, and continue to do that until I get that low level gig at True TV.
I think you're going to fit into LA just fine.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I've really been working on this.
So think of success like this. So all those things that you list out, let's say you have a planner or a journal or even in your joke book, right? You
Hmm.
write down those intentions every day of what you plan on doing that day.
Sure.
Okay? And each time you check one of those boxes, that's success.
That's nice.
Right? Do you do that? Do you set your intention every day before you leave?
I don't.
Okay. Okay, so maybe that's something else that you could try.
Okay.
Maybe get yourself a nice planner, or if you're more of a phone person, start using your reminders and your calendar and your phone, your notes, things like that, right? Because someone with a mission, you set that intention, you put that out into the universe, you're more likely to succeed than just going out there and winging it.
That's the secret, isn't it?
It is the secret. That's the secret, but it's not a secret no more.
That's pretty well known.
Yeah. Great. I think this was really good, Mike. I think this was really good today. How are you feeling right now?
I feel good. I feel ready for my next chapter in my life. I feel recharged. I feel like not only have I figured out where my chakras are, but I figured out that they're aligned. And that's
I
positive.
wouldn't say that they're aligned, but we can work on that, darling.
Is it? It's a chiropractor.
Maybe.
Can you help me align them?
Yes, but that's going to cost an additional $150, and it's probably going to take about 3 hours.
That's fine.
All right.
I can just watch Lord of the Rings.
All right. Well, before we say goodbye today, is there anything that you would like to share with our viewers, how they can get in touch with you now that you're off to LA?
Yeah, if you know any mid-level bookers in Los Angeles, it's at Not Mike Turner. I have a website at turnercomedy.com that should be up here within the next week. And yeah, follow me wherever you can, social media, Michael Turner on Facebook.
Nice. Awesome. Well, thank you, my dear, so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
And being open with me and sharing your fears, your fantasies, your doubts.
Thank you so much. This has been enlightening.
I really hope that you come back to see me when you come to visit and we can continue.
It's a nice couch. I could take naps here too.
Yeah. Feel free to have a seat. My next client will be here for a while.
Oh, nice.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening. And if you'd like to learn more about Mr. Mike Turner, feel free to visit my website at www.lifecoachingcomedians.com. And don't forget that on Thursdays, we do therapy. Namaste.
Had a lot of fun. Enjoyed my session today. Opened my eyes, opened my third eye, which I actually didn't even know I had. And learned a lot about how through meditation I can manipulate people to benefit only myself in my career. I definitely will be back. I'll most definitely be back if I don't make it to the mid-level tier in which I seek my success in Los Angeles. If I don't see that soon enough, I'm going to come back and try to figure out what the heck happened.
Mike Turner. I do think he's going to fit in Los Angeles well, but I am concerned that he's going to really lose himself. He seems like such a great catch. I mean, I was kind of digging for myself when I was asking him about the polyamorous lifestyle, because I do have a few of my own. But, I'm just not sure about him. I really do hope that he tries to keep his relationships in Phoenix and that he comes back to see me, because I think that I can mold him into the ideal man.